everything like that. That video I highly recommend, especially if you're, wow. Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I am cosplaying Anya from Mouthwashing. I absolutely adore her. She's my bookie dookie pookie love of my life. I love her so much, and I post about her very normally, and I'm very normal about Anya. Forgot what I was gonna say. Today's video was actually a request from somebody in the comments, so I'm always open to hearing what you guys are looking for in content. We're going to be focusing on buying and planning for a convention. Basically like buying tickets, planning your day, so on and so forth. This is pretty important since conventions are an all-day event. You're out of the house all day, sometimes all weekend, so you want to make sure that everything is set up and in order for before you go to the convention, when you're there, and when you go home. I have a few points that I thought were important to share with you guys, but of course if you have any other ideas or points you want to share, always drop them in the comments because I read them all. First things first, pick a convention, girl. You can't go to a convention without picking one, especially if it's your first one. Start with one that's like in your area. Usually the ones that are like closer to home are in state, they're smaller. When you are buying convention tickets, you have to make sure that it's something you can afford. You don't want to buy something that is totally out of your price range or something you definitely can't afford at the moment, whether you have to pay for like groceries or rent or something. You want to make sure that you are not going, you're not going broke for a convention, because I promise you there are so many conventions throughout the year. Conventions happen every year, and there's no need to throw all of your money at one convention, because you're going to put yourself in debt. You're going to be super stressed out about money, and it's not going to be a good time, because then you're going to pull up to the convention, you're going to have no money to buy anything because you spent it all on the badge itself or on hotels itself. Like, if you know you cannot afford to go to a convention, or you can't afford all the funding to go into the convention, again, like travel and a place to stay, it's very much a better idea to just go. Save your money, girl. It'll help you in the long run. Also, just kind of like a pro tip, for conventions, badges are always cheaper when they first go on sale. That's why like badge conventions make such a big deal about like badge launch days, when the badges go on sale for the first time, because that's when they will be the cheapest. The closer the convention gets, the harder the tickets are to get, and the more expensive they will get. I think ANYC last year, a Saturday badge was about $60, $70, and by the time the convention rolled up, the tickets were worth about $200. That's crazy. And that's just on their resale market, because some conventions, they sell out of certain days really quickly, and you have to go on to their resale market. Like ANYC has a Light program, or like it's called Light, where you can buy tickets that are already bought but are being sold back to the convention. And I remember I sold back my Saturday badges, and again, I bought them for about $60, $70. They sold, and I got back money that was about $200. Hey, don't do that. So if you are 100% certain you want to go to a certain convention, buy badges as soon as you can, because that is the cheapest that they will be, especially for the bigger conventions like ANYC, Anime Expo, New York Comic Con, all of that. Gotta figure out how far is the drive. You gotta figure out, travel. Are you gonna drive there? Are you going to, take a boat? Because you could take a ferry. Are you going to fly there? Are you going to take a train, Especially if you are traveling out of state for this convention, or even like out of the country in some cases. You gotta figure out travel, how much is it gonna cost? Always book travel ahead of time, like months and months before. As soon as you buy the tickets, basically always pay for everything travel wise as soon as you can. Also, if you are traveling, make sure that you book a hotel, or you have somewhere to stay, whether it's an Airbnb, or you can, crash with somebody that always make sure that you have somewhere to stay, because especially if it's far away, it's going to take so much effort and time every day just to travel. You want to make sure that you have somewhere to stay that's close to the convention, so you don't have to worry about driving back and forth every day, so on and so forth, everything like that. Alright, you got your badges. Now what? You gotta pack. I actually made a video about packing already. Here it is. You can go to my channel and check it out. You guys seem to really enjoy that video. Basically just talking about essential things to pack, medicine, wig brush, contacts case, everything like that. That video I highly recommend, especially if you're especially if you already have a planned convention you're going to. Make sure you check out this video to make sure you are packing the essentials and you are ready for your day. Usually what I do next is after I have my tickets, I have travel set, and I have everything packed, I take a look at the schedule. Conventions always release the schedule about a week to 2 weeks, depending on the size of the convention, a week to 2 weeks before the actual event, the actual convention. And this gives you a chance to like look at what events are happening, when are autograph signings happening, when are certain concerts happening, when are certain cosplay meetups or panels happening. Look at the schedule, kind of like pick like, I want to do this the most, I'm going to try to make it to this, kind of highlight what is priority and what is not, so you can make time within your day and kind of like figure out, okay, we're gonna have lunch at this time so we can go in line for this. Especially for autographing, you should get in line as soon as possible, especially for bigger voice actors. The longest line I ever waited in for a voice actor, I think, was about 2 hours for Christina V. She is the voice of Ladybug from Miraculous Ladybug. She's also Verosika from Hell of a Boss. I love her so much, and this was the first time she was at this convention. It was ANYC. I literally talk about ANYC so much. And I really wanted to meet her, and we waited about 2 hours in line. It was definitely worth it. She was so sweet and she took her time. Another kind of, not tedious, but a long wait time was Kellen Goff, who was the voice of Funtime Freddy. We didn't get a picture with him, but we did, you know, get some stuff signed. We got to talk to him. So if there's a voice actor you really want to meet, you need to cut out a large chunk of your day to consider like wait times and waiting in line for the voice actor, especially if they're like a really popular one, like Bryce Papenbrook. I met him. Luckily, that line did not take long because it was the beginning of the day. We were in line for maybe like 20 minutes. Later in the day, we went back. It was like a 2-3 hour line. So hit the line as soon as you can. As soon as the convention opens, I really recommend, if the voice actor is about to start their signing or if they are out signing already, go meet them first priority so you can get that out of the way, and you have the rest of the day to just attend panels, go to Artist Alley, go to cosplay meetups, go to the arcade, just chill out. Hit the big popular events first. Signings, really big panels, so on and so forth, because you are going to be stuck in line. Line con is real. I've been to it multiple times. It's kind of tedious and kind of annoying. So again, can't stress it enough. Hit the big events first. Also, a really important thing, don't overplan your day. You don't want to overwhelm yourself with wanting to go to so many events but not being able to attend them all because you overbooked yourself. Pick priority things first, kind of like star them, highlight them, write them down, and then kind of pick like, oh, I would like to attend this, but I wouldn't be upset if I didn't get to, you know? I always do that every convention. I write them down and highlight like, this is the event I definitely want to go to, and then I write down like, oh, like there's a panel about like wig style, like I'll try to go, and if I don't go, it's whatever. It's usually hard for me to go to panels at conventions because I'm usually hosting my own panel, I'm supporting another friend's panel, or me and my friends are hanging out, or I'm in the masquerade, so it's got rehearsals and sound check and everything. So it's just a matter of how's your day gonna go. Conventions, it's a long day when you think about it, but the day goes by so quick that you will lose track of time. So just make sure you're keeping track of what you're up to, what you're doing, everything like that. So the last one is picking a cosplay or an outfit that matches your comfort and your weather. My weather. Pick a cosplay or an outfit that matches your comfort level and the weather outside. I've talked about this in a few videos in the past, so I'll kind of brush over it. Depending on the time of year the convention happens, in the spring, summer, fall, winter, you want to pick a cosplay that you're not going to get really cold in, you're not going to get super hot in, or it's really uncomfortable in certain parts, because you're going to be wearing it all day. You want to make sure that you're not uncomfortable, because that will definitely ruin your convention experience. It doesn't matter if you're cosplaying or if you're not, because I've seen people go to conventions or like events or something like that where they dress normally, but it just wasn't comfortable because they were wearing like long pants, or they were wearing like the wrong shoes or something like that. Or even, again, cosplay is an obvious one. You wear something that's too tight on your body. You wear, again, the wrong shoes. You just want to make sure you are comfortable, because you're going to be walking around all day. You're going to be out of the house all day. You won't get a chance to really, pause and just change unless you bring a change of clothes, or unless you're at you have a hotel connected to the event. So just make sure that you are appropriately dressed. And I guess that kind of goes in the sense of like don't be wearing things that will make other people uncomfortable. Just don't wear a cosplay that will make you uncomfortable, because I've seen some cosplayers with the collars and the leashes, and that's crazy. Don't do that in public. Thanks. Conventions are an experience for people of different ages. There's families that go to conventions, partners. I take my parents to conventions sometimes. You gotta consider that, like, yeah, you can dress how you want, but also consider, like, don't make it something that sticks out in the wrong way, is what I'm gonna say. This is a short video, but I feel like we touched on a lot, and again, if you guys have any other points, you can always drop them in the comments. I'm always interested to see what people have to say about things like this, and I have more videos on the way. And again, thank you so much for enjoying my content. I am so happy. And again, thank you for over 200 subscribers. We are cooking, chat. We're cooking. Yeah, I guess that's really it. Again, don't forget to check out my video about packing for a convention. I've also posted videos about like how to behave at a convention, and you know, things that I wish I knew when I started cosplaying. And just, my channel is very, you guys know, it's very cosplay and convention based. So yeah, I guess that's it. Bye.
What will it take just to find that special day?